Rated M for mature.
With the release of Sniper Elite 3, the series had found its stride. It became recognized industry-wide for its gameplay and features, and new players were being drawn into the action all the time. Things were going pretty well, but we were far from done with Karl Fairburne. In 2017, the decorated OSS operative returned with a mission that took him to a new location, introduced new allies, and expanded what it meant to be a Sniper Elite game. And now, 8 years later, we're proud to be celebrating that legacy. In the latest installment of our ongoing Sniper Elite Anniversary series, we're revisiting Sniper Elite 4 to applaud the improvements it made and recognize the role it played in the Sniper Elite series' evolution. Whether you're a new fan or someone who's been with us since the beginning, join us now as we dive into Sniper Elite 4, the game that pushed boundaries. Before we get into it, we want to take a moment to highlight the awesome members of the Sniper Elite community. Sniper Elite 4 was created with the intention of going even bigger and better than the last game. We were only able to accomplish that thanks to the die-hard Sniper Elite fanbase. Thanks to all of you, Sniper Elite 4 has had a constant online presence since launch, with gameplay clips, walkthroughs, and guides driving even more players to engage with the series. Even today, we see fans discovering and celebrating Sniper Elite 4, which is something we are beyond grateful for. It means so much to us that what we make continues to resonate with new players through the years. Beyond that, we're also appreciative of all the players who continue to make content and share their experience with our games. Seriously, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Sniper Elite 4 launched in February 2017 for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. As such, it was the second Sniper Elite game to launch on 8th generation consoles. Our better understanding of the hardware gave us an opportunity to push the envelope as far as graphics and locations were concerned, and we definitely took advantage of that opportunity. This time around, Karl's mission takes him to the island of Santorini, just off the southwestern coast of Italy. However, while the jump from the deserts of North Africa to the sunny beaches of the Mediterranean might make it seem like a mini vacation for Karl, there was serious work to be done. The year is 1943, and the Allies believe a Nazi leader by the name of Heinz Baum is working on a new wonder weapon to decimate the Allies. As the mission unfolds, Karl learns of a plot to assassinate General Dwight D. Eisenhower, fights alongside Italian rebels, and even forges an unlikely partnership with the Sicilian Mafia. Sniper Elite 4's campaign is spread out across 8 massive missions. The experience was further extended by 4 DLC missions that arrived after launch. One of those DLC missions was Target Führer. In Target Führer, Karl is sent to a secret Nazi U-boat facility on the island of Sendrani. Initially tasked with eliminating the admiral in charge, the mission takes a potentially war-ending change when Hitler shows up to tour the facility. As he makes his way through, there are numerous opportunities to eliminate the Führer in ways that can make his death look like a hilarious, grisly accident. While the Sniper Elite community continues to keep Sniper Elite 4 alive through constant engagement, we're keeping it alive in the best way we can, by bringing it to new platforms. In January 2025, the Sniper Elite series made its debut on Apple devices with Sniper Elite 4 for iPhone, iPad, and Mac. Now, players can take this action-packed mission on the go with their recent model iPhone or iPad and continue clearing objectives at home from the comfort of their desk-bound Mac computer. The response to this new version of Sniper Elite 4 has been as exciting as we expect from this community, and we hope to make even more Sniper Elite adventures available to our new recruits on Apple hardware. Now, let's take a look at Sniper Elite 4's gameplay. From the very beginning, we knew that we wanted Sniper Elite 4 to be even bigger and more mechanically dense than Sniper Elite 3. Part of accomplishing that was designing levels to not be just physically larger, but to also have a greater sense of verticality. With that, the natural next step was to add climbing to Karl's set of abilities. Player choice and facilitating creativity have always been core tenets of the development of any Sniper Elite game. But Sniper Elite 4 was the first to really blow the doors off. With higher vantage points, plenty of unique ways to reach them, and plenty of distant, unsuspecting enemies, the Sniper Elite community really started to get really serious about its long shots. And honestly, we can't blame you. The stuff you guys have come up with has made our jaws drop. Aside from bigger levels and the added layer of verticality and climbing, we also reworked several core systems for this sequel, including animations, AI, traversal, and we already talked about that graphical boost. Let's see, what else? Oh, of course we worked on the X-ray kill cam as well. In Sniper Elite 4, we expanded the X-ray killcam system to encompass melee and explosive kills, in addition to rifle shots, further extending that sense of grisly satisfaction that had become core to the series. Now, let's see what critics thought about Sniper Elite 4 after launch. The advancements made in Sniper Elite 4 seem to make a pretty good impression. Daniel Weissenberger of Game Critics said, "Sniper Elite 4 is the best sniping game I've ever played, and is absolutely the high point of the series. This is a perfect example of what can be achieved if a developer understands what their game's potential is and never stops working towards it." Over at PlayStation Lifestyle, Paul Michael Contreras' review stated, "If you prefer your shooters to be more methodical or enjoy taking out enemies with pinpoint accuracy rather than just blindly rushing into skirmishes, Sniper Elite 4 will delight your trigger finger. Whether you're a long-time series fan or someone who just wants to test their sniping skills, Sniper Elite 4 hits the target." And finally, IGN's review written by Brian Albert says, "A lot of games tout the ability to play how you want to play. But Sniper Elite 4's missions and mechanics actually are robust enough to back up that claim. Picking apart the Nazi war machine piece by piece, using whatever plan comes to mind, is a blast." Sniper Elite 4 successfully continues the legacy of the series while pushing boundaries in new areas. More than just larger maps and better graphics, this sequel showed that the team at Rebellion is willing to reach for even greater heights in every installment. It represents a studio that's passionate about what they make and what it can do when it's firing on all cylinders. However, we're far from finished with Karl Fairburne. Over the coming weeks, we'll continue the celebration with more content that revisits various entries in the Sniper Elite series. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of it. Thanks for watching.